Good morning, y'all. I hope you're good. Welcome to Jimmy's update. Where is Jimmy? What is Jimmy doing? What is he up to? What's happening? Hey, Rastaman, we need to hear from you. What is the plan? What the bleep is the plan? Yeah, here I am to present it to you. I am now at Urban House. Just been out for a run, did my show last night, which I enjoyed. And I'm about to check out of this room. Then I'm gonna hit the streets to make sure I can meet my expenses and all of that. Right now, I gotta catch up with everybody in the world because between now and September, it's going to be a very busy time for me. A lot of challenges. Everything needs to be put in order because by September, I'll be leaving Denmark and I'll be going to the USA to tour. And then by October, I should be back in the UK for a reunion with my school from Kenya, Greensteads. So I'm looking forward to that. Guys, I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to spend time with you. It's been a lifetime. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then by the time we're done that, November, we should be hitting Jamaica and Ethiopia before getting to Malawi in December. And when I get to Malawi, I'm going to stay there until June. Okay? So that's it. December 2024 until June 2025, I'll be in Malawi. I will not come alone. I will come with 24 volunteers from Denmark. And in the 2 last weeks of June, we're going to be 48 volunteers because there's going to be a handover of volunteers where for 2 weeks we have a one-on-one handover to make sure of a consistency which I have witnessed usually is missing in Malawi in projects. You find many people starting from scratch. Anyway, don't let me get into details. This is an update. The details are so many that we're actually going to have a very busy 6 months getting into every one of the details of what we've been preparing over the last 20 years. So it's a whole course. So what is our mission in Malawi? In Malawi, at GAESA, is to establish the CCSR, Comprehensive Corporate Social Responsibility, the CCSR Park, okay? And in order to accommodate such a thing, we will need to renovate the entire inn. And so that means that it's going to be costly. But between now and September, I'm going to be raising the money to make sure that we have the funds to do a thorough renovation. You know? So according to my brother's calculations, my brother Danny's calculations, that would be about 3 million Danish kroner it would cost to do a thorough renovation of the entire site. And that's what we're going to raise between now and September. That's why it's important to make this video and let everybody know what's happening. Okay, so this is the first of the videos. There'll be more of them coming, updating you and letting you know of the plan. So now you have a bit of a time plan. By the time we reach June, I don't think I will stay another 6 months. I think I might stay a month or so with the new volunteers. And then I don't know what I'll be doing, but I probably want to go on holiday, or might have to go on tour, I might have to come back to Denmark, I might want to go record, or I should continue to South Africa and begin the walk from Cape to Cairo. Who knows? Okay, so we'll see how that goes. So that's the time frame I've been able to give you. I think I should explain a little what CCSR is. It sounds fancy, doesn't it? CCSR is Comprehensive Corporate Social Responsibility, okay? And its main ingredients, really, its main, I'm always looking for these words that we can use. Anyway, let's say the ingredient, let's just use the word ingredient, is the intensification of the velocity of exchange within the quantity theory of money. Okay, we've got into economics now. Why not? Why doesn't anybody tackle economics by the horns when we know that the issue is money? Are you not looking for a job? Are you not looking for money? Some of you are even very well qualified. I know of you who are very well qualified and cannot find jobs. What a waste of qualification. Well, we're not going to let that just happen to our people. It's time to really pick everybody up. So whether you're qualified or not qualified, within CCSR you have a role. And we create the platforms for public participation according to the roles and the dynamics that we've observed over the last 20 years. Okay? So the velocity of exchange is actually the platform on which, within the equation of the quantity theory of money, that is where we as people have power, economic power. Just like we have the power at elections in a political situation, now we have power as a market in economic situations. Okay, so now we're talking about the financial principle and how we engage the people in that. That would be the velocity of exchange. Okay, it is very crucial. It is very important. It is. I mean, tell anybody who's doing business, ask them how important is the market. Okay. And anybody who's doing politics, ask them how important are the voters. Okay? But you'll find in both instances that once they have your vote, they forget about you. You know? Same thing with the market. Once they've sold you the thing, they forget about you. But they try to make you forget that you are very important. So within the equation, within the principles of economics, we have not really activated or engaged in our importance, and that is what CCSR will enable you to do. And of course there's so many different ways of doing that because people are so different and people have so many various ways of acting. But we have created a curriculum so that we guide you from point A to point B. It's taken long, 20 years of working on this. So what we are, in essence, are establishing at CAESA is a school of economics, a school of practical economics, which is going to pull you out of poverty. Not just you as an individual, but actually empower you to pull everybody around you out of poverty because of the tools and the knowledge that you'll have. Not only that, but also access to contacts all around the world. And that I've made sure of because I have traveled to several countries around the world. Okay. CCSR is going to be so effective, and I'll give you an example in a few minutes. How much we got? We've got 8 minutes left. I lost track. Yeah, CCSR is so important and effective that it will attract sponsorship. Everybody will want to be associated with such a successful recipe like CCSR, formula like CCSR. Okay? So we expect that everything that we need, everything that we have to do will be funded either by sponsors or grants or simply people who just want to support, and of course participation fees and all those things. So we will actually have to set up a financial department, and that is one of the things that we're going to set up when we come. No, we're setting it up now. What am I talking about? That's crucial. That's what we're setting up now here in Denmark at the moment. But I will go deeper into Denmark when I start presenting the perspective that we have to the countries that I've traveled to. Then I'll present to you what the role of Denmark is going to be. Let me just finish off this part by saying that CCSR is so powerful an idea that we do expect our sponsorship internationally and also from Malawi itself and from other African countries, of course, which is international. But anyway, I just want to kind of like give a picture of two things that I want you to take away from this as examples. It's very good to show examples. There are two elephants in the room. The first one is the format that I'm talking about is not foreign. It is not new. It has already been proven to be successful, and its main exponent in Malawi is Lake of Stars Festival. Each time Lake of Stars has held the festival, there have been numerous articles in the press that kind of like allude to the socioeconomic consequences or instances or whatever, what can you say, benefits that could come from it, and the expectations as well. You know, everything from music rights to you name it. There should actually be a whole museum of that. And so socioeconomic strategies and agendas are very crucial, and music is at the core of it. So I'm coming with CCSR. CCSR for me works as a music publisher, as a songwriter. That's how I'm coming in. But everybody can come in from their point of view as a business. I'm coming in as a musician, you see, and that's where you're going to begin to see that this is a very practical way. And even Lake of Stars can come on top of CCSR. If Lake of Stars was to adopt CCSR and say, hey Jimmy, come do a course on CCSR at Lake of Stars, I'd happily do that, because it will really resolve a lot of the questions that people are grappling and struggling with, which we have witnessed firsthand in Malawi, and being active in all camps, you know, from the European camps to the expatriate camps to the village camps and the ghetto camps, you know, the musician camps, all those camps, we know them inside and out, you know. So that's why I can say that Lake of Stars is an elephant in the room. And also the hopes and expectations of people have to be met at some point. Otherwise, it just becomes marketing jargon, which nobody really needs, you know, especially now as things are going as badly as they are. And what do I mean by badly? That leads me to the next elephant in the room. But before I go there, powered by volunteering, international sponsorship, partnership with banks and financial institutions and such, all of that has been done by Lake of Stars. And that's going to be a hallmark of CCSR at Gaisa Inn. And you all know my brother Kimba has been busy with Lake of Stars as well. So him being at Gaisa Inn is just like a walk in the park to really establish that. So that's just down his lane. That's like passing him a ball and say score. You know what I'm saying? Then the other elephant in the room is the Congo. You and me are communicating now because of big tech, and big tech is making so much money, but people in Congo are being displaced. It is such a tragedy. It is unacceptable. We cannot stand by and not do anything about it. But what do we do, and how do we do it, and how does everybody come out a winner? That is going to be very crucial to what we do with CCSR at Gaesa Inn, looking at those dynamics, looking at the economic dynamics, the financial dynamics, cultural dynamics, and all these different dynamics, and really going to work. Which is why CCSR, what we want to establish at Gaesa Inn, is office space. We're going to come and turn everything into office space so that we can house all the different disciplines that are necessary, and organizations that are necessary for CCSR to be a success. And that means pooling all the brain power from around the world into one place to create a solution that is organic, you know. And then a crucial thing about CCSR is that from our people's point of view, to take part in it, you have to register into Zisakuduse, which is our organization, and that is to make sure that I can guide the participation of our people. So with Zisakuduse, you have to be in 12 by 12, which means 12 people to one bank account, which means you'll be having money sent to you for whatever purposes that you have to make a plan together as 12 people. And what's the crucial thing I want to say about Zisakuduse? It'll probably come back again, but we got to stop this one because we're hitting the limit of the video, which is 15 minutes. And I'll pick up the ball wherever. There was something I wanted to say about Zisakuduse, which I forgot, but don't worry, we got time. I'll catch up with you. All right, blessed love. So see you in December in Malawi, okay? One love.